just
Yeah,
let me see if we have something to add. Okay. So we were saying about the house that what we were saying.
Rental is hard to get.
Okay.
Find something. What else was it?
Or maybe it's okay.
No, I'm
It
trying
just-
to think
it-
because
it-
you also mentioned other things to me, but I can't remember
it
now.
just finished so abruptly.
Yeah.
Maybe we can say you have been here so long. What you have some little time left. Maybe your experience in Milano or around Milano, where you went from here, like how it's been. Maybe you have some very good or very bad experience, or some not so good, not so bad experience. Maybe you want to share some of your experience, or some of your friends' experience, or maybe they have some good or bad experience, or also regarding the houses, regarding because people always ask also, is it safe in Milano? I mean, the house problem, I think we get clear that. But people always ask, like, is it safe here? Or they are thinking about it. They don't ask maybe, and then I say that it's just common sense. Also here, we are not far from Central Station. I mean, whatever that can be useful for people that just need to come here, especially Margaret, maybe for long term or also short term. Maybe you have some useful things to say to them that maybe are obvious but not obvious for people who still need to come here, maybe.
I think that it's safe. I felt really safe, and that's coming from a person who's coming from a really, really safe city and country, if you want to put it like that. So I'm quite naive.
and small place also.
Yeah, small place, and I could be easily fooled, I think, by many, many people. However, I never felt like that was the case. Of course, you have to use common sense, as you have to in any city, anywhere in the world.
Also in your country, let's say.
Everywhere.
This is how I say, what I say to people who ask, is it safe here?
Common sense, but common sense as in from wherever you are.
Yes, because they come to Milano, also the parents maybe first they come here, they see maybe a little bit dirty, not so clean, they see graffiti, they see maybe some little disorganization, also regarding the permesso di soggiorno, the living permit, you need to wait for the interview, maybe also 3 months,
but it's I feel like for certain things it's also cultural, it's a little bit of organized chaos, which might seem like it's chaos, just chaos, but it's just also a cultural thing.
Actually, Germans, they are very precise, and I know that they like to come in Italy because they enjoy this, because they are too precise, so they like to come here and to enjoy a little bit this own organization.
More flavor, yes, definitely, but it does, I mean...
And you can get some trouble also, for sure, if you are used with a way of life and then you come here and then it's different, but I mean you get used to it. For me it was very hard to get used to it, but I get used to it.
But I think in the end it everything sorts itself out, so for sure maybe patience, common sense, patience with certain things, but I would generally, the local people, I think, Italians in general, are very, very kind. Maybe they seem loud for some cultures, depends completely where you're from.
And there is some racism like everywhere?
Like everywhere.
It's a cultural reason also.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends how you are grown up. It's not your fault, I mean, like everywhere. But I don't want to go in this tema.
No, I mean, that's, of course, that's a different, like everywhere, like in any other big city, all the same good and bad things exist. But I would say that in what's particular about here is that you do feel like you get help from people.
Yes.
It's also a cultural thing, actually.
And as it's so international, Milano, I think there is no problem here regarding this. But you were saying something, or I'm sorry.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. What places you like to visit around Milano or in Milano, or a bad? Still, I want to ask a bad or good experience you have had, or you have heard from your friends.
What I can say as a bad experience that did happen to me once was that I was my wallet was stolen one time.
Okay.
And one time.
It happened with me also, but in my case, it was my fault.
It was
100%.
I mean, I would say that this is where common sense comes into play, because I also felt like it was my own fault, because it was in the metro. It was at a very busy time. I was distracted. Yes. It was
and they used
textbook, robbery, if you want to call it, not robbery, whatever, theft.
Yeah.
So, and I was tired. I wasn't paying attention. So, like, ladies, girls, do not go and sit in the metro and leave your open bag behind your back without looking at it. You have to watch your things.
But you were sitting or?
I was standing, and I had my bag, but open bag, in front of me, and there was one person behind me distracting me, so I turned my head while the other person came from the other side and just took inside the bag, and she ran out of the metro, and it was done.
Wallet or?
It was the wallet.
And just the right moment that you was inside, and when the door opened or closed,
But they're very.
I think they are gypsies. I'm not sure.
Gypsies.
Yeah.
They were gypsies.
They are professionals.
No, but they are.
This is their work.
I was almost like impressed.
This is their work.
Exactly. I felt bad for myself, but in the end, they are professionals. So, but that again happens everywhere. But that's the only time I've had a bad experience, because. Really, I was positively surprised for on all aspects with this city, and especially in regards of safety, because I was expecting more immigration issues, maybe, or not immigration issues, but from maybe people coming up from.
Let's say there is pickpocketing, but not mugging.
No, I wouldn't. Exactly. Maybe I used the wrong word, but pickpocketing, some minor thefts, but they're harmless, of course. In the end, it's just, of course, you don't want to lose your stuff.
And don't take everything with you. Like your wallet, you shouldn't have everything there.
Like if you go partying, if you go out, you whatever.
You should have the minimum.
Take the minimum that you need, just in case.
Always good to have some cash, of course.
But on the other hand, I lost my wallet in a bar once as well. My entire bag, actually. That's a long story. I'm not going to get into that. But I was sure that, and it was Halloween, so you would think that out of all the nights, there would be nothing left. I went to that bar the next morning, and everything was there. Every single thing. Someone had found it and just.
But it happened also in Italy, or? Just
here.
Both. Put the record straight.
So I've lost my wallet, and also I got it back.
Okay.
Both times my own fault, though. So this would have been all fixed with common sense. So I would say that's the only rule to follow here.
Metro and public transport generally, wherever you are, it's important to be very, very careful to have everything here in the front, not in the back for sure, and closed, and common sense. Especially if it's very crowded, full, packed.
Exactly.
Tram, metro, bus, whatever. And they are very good, as you told, to
but as long as you
also.
keep your eye on it, they won't come near you.
No.
You just have to pay attention. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, and close bags.
Okay. Okay. And a few words, maybe the places you like in Italy, or where you traveled from here, and then we can.
But there's so many.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, just around the city, there are so many beautiful lakes. Switzerland is right here, like an hour away.
And you can go everywhere with train.
You can go everywhere with train.
It's easy.
Yes, and especially going north, there's also the Swiss rail system, and lots of really fast, good trains and flights. Of course, there are 3 airports in Milan.
And we need to say that they are maybe not the cheapest one, but because they are faster, but you can find offers.
You can find really. I took the train to Zurich for 29 euros with the fast one.
If you are flexible with your time, or you can choose the weekend or long weekend, you can go somewhere.
Yeah, or you book early, you can find, not always.
And there is some offer when you travel in 2 also, there is some offers. Sometimes it's minus 50% if you are in 2.
Yeah, definitely. So, and then of course there's the rest of the country. I mean, there are so many amazing cities and areas. And again, you can travel by train really well in Italy. There's a really, I think, especially in the northern part, like Venice is not far.
Almost
Bologna,
like a day trip. I mean, it's better to go for one night at least. But if you are in a budget,
I don't know. There's so many places. Cinque Terre. There's many beautiful places also
with the
right
train
here. Also with the train and with the bus, and university usually also organizes stuff.
You try to use Flexibus or something like that?
Yeah, and it works great. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's very good. And then domestic flights are also available.
So we can.
So you can fly further if you want to go to the south, and yeah.
We can still confirm again that Milano is good hub for.
Yeah, definitely good hub.
Okay.
Good travel hub.
Okay. Thank you so much. And if people have some questions, they can let them in the comments. So we try to me and Ottavia, we try to respond. So I hope it was useful, and thank you, Johanna, and
thank you.
Good luck with everything.
Thank you so much. For you too.
Yes.
Thanks.
You want to add something about the virus, or I mean, I forget this now. You are going away.
Unfortunately,
yes, yes, yeah. You are going. Just few words. You are going away now, but you have been here around now. You went to aperitivo, so I think.
No, things are definitely going back to normal. Yes, I've been out for aperitivos and dinners already, and
it's like too normal.
It's exactly what I was gonna say. Yeah. It was a bit too normal, but I don't know if that's good or bad. But yeah, of course, there's still a little bit of aftermath, but people forget quickly, clearly, yes. And everything seems to function normally, more or less. Yes. So it's definitely going quickly into the normality direction.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank
you.
Bye.
Sorry. No.